Gyokeres, I don't know how much people know about Gyokeres right now, but anyone have any idea of why it's stalling, or anyone frustrated of why it's stalling? Are you wanting it done, or do you understand that this one is probably going to get done next week? Are you relaxed, or are you frustrated, people on the table?
It should be with us before pre-season, ideally, isn't it?
But it's probably not going to be now, though, isn't it? Really, officially.
It's a couple of days. Well, they'll be gone. Probably, they might be gone tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that there's a Watford game, in-house game that they're playing. Then straight after that, I've been told that they're flying.
But he can always link up. But what I mean is, what is it? 23rd is the first.
Yeah, the first game we had play against Milan. Milan.
Even for that one's probably unlikely. But ideally, you want your
AC Milan.
your best players there. And if we sign, which we should be signing, Gyokeres, he will be one of our most exciting signings. So he needs to come in and get some game time. And you look at the start of the season as well, there ain't no time to breathe at the first 6 fixtures. We've got a handful of difficult away games, so Zubimendi's in, nice. He's been around already for a couple of weeks and he's going to go tour nice and early. It'd be nice if Gyokeres would is in the same position.
Yeah, I mean, Turkish was right there, I think, in the sense that we wanted him before pre-season. I think everyone's, when we first started talking transfers, we weren't. Your brother tried to say that we were panicking. We weren't panicking.
Good job he's not here today, because I'm sure he'd be giving me and you enough grief.
Not a stick, yeah. Because he'd be saying, "Now look, we weren't panicking. We were just frustrated because other clubs were doing business and getting it done, and we were seeming like we was moving slow off the mark. Considering with the fact that we didn't win the league, we'd think Arsenal would push forward straight away. However, now things seem to have changed. But I remember those people, James and Robbie, saying, as long as they're in by pre-season, I'm not going to stress. It's looking a little bit unlikely that Gyokeres, the main target, will be. I mean, like Turk said, he probably could meet us there, but it's unlikely that he will be going on that official photo with the team as they leave. So for you, is that frustrating to you? Because at the end of the day, the first game is on the 23rd, which is on Wednesday, and then there's an open training, which, if I believe last time Calafiori was announced, we was there. It was the open training day, and the media were there. 25th. Would you be? I mean, next week.
As Turkey said, ideally you want all your signings in, ready, so that when pre-season starts, they're ready to go. I mean, there's an assimilation process. Meet the players, meet the staff. Got getting used to new methods of playing, tactics. Stuff like that. That is going to take a while. So ideally, you'd want your players in as pre-season starts, so that they're ready to go. But then, as you said, if the signing is a day or two after that, he could always hook up with the team, because they're going to be out there for a few weeks. So, listen, man, it would appear that this is on the verge of happening. I'm not sure of the nuances of why this last little bit is taking so long. But it looks like it's going to happen, which is the main thing.
Marty, for you, confident that we're going to get Gyokeres?
Yeah, I am. The thing with it is we've never had a transfer window with Berta at the helm, and it's interesting to see how he's doing his business. There's a number of signings that have already been done that seem to be straightforward, but when you're trying to prize Sporting Lisbon's top scorer for the last 2 seasons, that's essentially won him the title, and for an amount of many millions of pounds, it's probably, sometimes it might be straightforward, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. In this case, it hasn't proved that simple or as straightforward as him being there. Of course, I want to see him there yesterday. I wanted to see him there in January. It hasn't worked out like that, and I do believe it will be done in good time. It's an imminent signing.
Okay, let's do this. Let's start poking the bear. Let's start fizzing the ball in. Okay, so what happens if he doesn't sign Gyokeres? What happens if it falls through?
Oh, mate, there's going to be chaos. If we don't sign a striker in this transfer window,
what happens?
Oh, full meltdown, mate. There's just going to be a cataclysmic Arsenal fan base is going off. There'll probably be protests outside the stadium. There'll be marches. It's going to be. If we do not sign a number 9 in this transfer window, mate, you know what the fan base is like. They're going to be calling for heads, and that's just the fact of it. I cannot see Arsenal getting through this transfer window without signing a top target as a number 9.
So now I've said this in many windows, general windows. Turkish, is it fair to say that if the striker deal falls through with Gyokeres and we don't sign a striker,
it ain't gonna fall through.
Ain't.
No, because you put all the eggs in the Arsenal basket, so it's going to happen. That's probably what's prolonging it a bit. So we're looking to, you know, they're looking to get a bit more. We're looking to, you know, give a bit less, and you know, somewhere in between, he'll find his feet. But I think it's more important we get the player in early than it is haggle over a few mil, or, you know, risk he's not potentially fit, firing ready for game week 1 because of a few mil. That's just my because this season's important, and we've seen seasons, game week 1 results, game week 7 results, drop points all over the gaff can, you know, have an effect come the end of the season. So you want your best players, your biggest signings, to be in as early as possible.